Your immune system has a limited budget of energy and resources, and if it's permanently tied up policing old dormant infections that never fully cleared, it has nothing left to do. The one thing you desperately need: repair your injured tissues. This hidden drain may be why some injuries simply never heal. Let me explain how a quiet infection can keep you in pain. I'm Dr. Padda. This episode is about something subtle but important: the burden of chronic low-grade infection. Not an acute illness that makes you obviously sick, but persistent, latent pathogens that keep your immune system quietly, permanently engaged, and the toll that takes on your body's ability to heal and to regulate pain. Here's the biology. Many common pathogens, once you've been exposed, never completely leave your body. Certain viruses in particular go dormant. They hide in your cells in a latent state. But under the right conditions, chronic stress, metabolic dysfunction, a worn-down immune system, these latent pathogens can reactivate. And that keeps your immune system permanently switched on, engaged in low-grade surveillance and combat that never ends. Now here's the key consequence for pain. Your immune system is deeply involved in tissue repair. Healing an injury is an active, resource-intensive immune process, but your immune system has finite resources. If it's permanently occupied keeping latent pathogens in check, those resources are diverted away from structural repair. So a musculoskeletal injury that should heal cleanly instead lingers and becomes chronic, because the immune workforce that should be rebuilding it is tied up elsewhere on permanent guard duty. Your body's repair capacity has simply been pre-spent on an endless, invisible war. And there's the inflammation piece, which by now you can predict. A constantly engaged immune system means constant inflammatory signaling. We've established what chronic inflammation does. It sensitizes your nervous system and lowers your pain threshold throughout your body. So chronic pathogen burden hits you in two ways. It diverts resources for healing, and it maintains the inflammatory state that amplifies pain. A double drain. Let me be measured here, because this is an area of active research with real complexity. What's well established is that many pathogens establish latency and can reactivate under stress and immune compromise. And that chronic immune activation produces inflammation that affects pain. This is increasingly relevant in our era of recognized post-viral syndromes. The thoughtful approach is to consider it as a potential contributor in the right clinical context, as part of a complete picture. So if you have an injury or a pain that simply will not heal, no matter what's tried and everyone seems baffled, there may be a reason hiding in your immune system. A body whose healing resources are chronically diverted will struggle to repair. And that's not a reflection of your effort or your willpower. It's a reflection of where your immune system's attention has been forced to go. Understanding that opens a door that we don't know why it won't heal slams shut. So here's our approach. We take a comprehensive view of your immune health and consider chronic pathogen burden as a possible contributor. We work to support and rebalance your immune system. And critically, we address the upstream conditions that allow latent pathogens to stay active. The metabolic dysfunction, the chronic stress, the nutrient deficiencies, the inflammation we've been correcting throughout this series. As the immune system is supported and that hidden burden is lightened, resources are freed up for repair. The chronic inflammation eases, and your body can finally direct its energy toward healing the tissue that's been hurting. Combined with our regenerative therapies, we're both reducing the drain and actively supporting the rebuild. When your immune system is freed from an endless, invisible fight, it can finally turn its power toward healing you. If your body refuses to heal and no one can say why, let's investigate the whole system. Go to painmd.tv and take the first step. I'm Dr. Padda. Let's find what's standing between you and recovery.